And good morning. Welcome to Eastside Center for the IHSA Class 2A State Championship game. The Rockridge Rockets, 28-5, take on the defending 2A state champs at 32-2, the Beecher Lady Cats. Exciting games yesterday in the 2A semifinals as the Beecher Lady Cats downed Williamsville by a score of 5-2. Williamsville took an early 1-0 lead. It was 2-2 until the fifth inning when the Lady Cats scored 3 runs in the bottom of the fifth. Meanwhile, Rockridge down by a run in the seventh inning, plated 2 in the bottom of the seventh to win 4-3. Let's take a look at the Rockridge lineup. Amelia Thomas leads off. She's the shortstop, followed in the order by the pitcher Grace Preston. Batting third is center fielder Katie Garrett. Hitting fourth, the DP Haley Diener. Catcher Sarah Bislin bats fifth. Abby Redlinger, the first baseman, hitting sixth. Addison Riley, the second baseman, batting seventh. Grace Irwin in right field, she hits eighth. And the nine hitter is Leah Kendall in left field. Kayla Hahn pitching for Beecher as this ball by Thomas is popped up in foul territory. Out of play. Amelia Thomas with a great day yesterday for the Rockridge Rockets. She went 3 for 3 with 2 runs, and she was intentionally walked. Her 3 hits were all extra bases, 2 doubles and a triple. Talk about that seventh inning in which Thomas was intentionally walked, as that one is a screamer in foul territory. Counts 0-2 on the shortstop. 5'7" junior has verbally committed to Loyola in Chicago. Her batting average is now above 600 after yesterday's game. She's at 604 with 67 hits and 111 at-bats. Counts 1-2 against Thomas. Pitch misses the plate, counts 2-2. Hahn's pitch misses up high. It's 3-2. The 3-2 by Hahn misses up high, ball 4. And Amelia Thomas is on base for the 5th time in 5 plate appearances this weekend. 3 hits and 2 walks. Grace Preston now batting. Preston, a 5'8" senior, is hit by the first pitch. And Rockridge puts the first 2 runners on base here in the first inning. And we'll have an umpires meeting. Let's meet the umpires. Ken Miller behind home plate. Dave Bishop at first base, and Les Trotter is our third base umpire today. Runners at first and second for the Rockridge Rockets out of the Quad Cities area, just south of the Quad Cities in Rock Island County. And after the conference, Preston will stay at first base after getting hit by the pitch. The batter will be Katie Garrett, the center fielder. Katie Garrett was the hero for Rockridge yesterday, bottom of the 7th inning. Her 2-run single gave Rockridge the walk-off win against Pinckneyville, 4-3. as they enter the 7th inning, trailing 3-2. First pitch, strike to Garrett. Garrett 1 hit in 4 at-bats yesterday, but it was a big one. That game-winning 2-run single in the bottom of the 7th inning. 44 RBI on the season now for Garrett. She shows bunt. Hahn fields it. Throw to first in time, and that sacrifices runners to second and third. Thomas now at third base. Preston moves up to second. And with 1 out, the batter, Haley Diener. First pitch, strike to Diener. Hahn's 0-1 pitch, popped up, and that will be caught by second baseman Haley Dobson for out number 2. Catcher Sarah Bislin comes to the plate with 2 outs and 2 on. Amelia Thomas, the runner at third. She reached on a walk. Grace Preston, the runner at second. She was hit by a pitch. First pitch to Bislin is a swinging strike. Bislin 0 for 3 yesterday, hitting .379 on the season. Bislin has 6 home runs here in her senior season. The 0-1 pitch, fouled back into the fence. Counts 0-2. (0-2) count, 2 outs here at the top of the first inning. Pitch down low for ball 1. Bislin fouls that one out of play. The count 1-2 on Bislin. Up high, 2-2. Two count on Bislin, 2 outs, first inning. Runners at second and third for Rockridge. Hahn's pitch fouled into the fence. The 2-2. Foul ball down the third base line. Rockridge won the East Peoria Super Sectional, held at Illinois Central College on Monday. It was a 6-inning affair, earning a 10-run win over St. Bede, 10-0. After beating Brimfield Elmwood in the sectional championship by that identical score. The 2-2 pitch is fouled out of play. Rockridge hosted a regional, beating Tremont 5-2 in that championship. The 2-2 pitch misses inside, full count on catcher Sarah Bislin. Amelia Thomas, the runner at third. Grace Preston running at second. 3-2 count on Bisland with 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. Hahn's pitch. Fouled. John Nelson makes a stab at it over at third base in the coaching box. Bisland stays alive here, 3-2 count. Bisland puts this into play. That ball is gone. Home run, Bisland. It's 3-0 Rockridge in the first inning. 7 home runs on the season for Sarah Bisland. Hard hit ball by Sarah Bisland over the fence in left field. 3-0 Rockridge. A 2-out, 3-run bomb for Bisland. First baseman Abby Redlinger steps to the plate. Redlinger 1 for 3 in yesterday's win. Now hitting .396. First pitch by Redlinger. Back to the fence. It's a long out. Caught by left fielder Carly Bainbridge for out number 3. Boy, she had some power behind that one. Sarah Bisland, 3-run bomb. It's Rockridge 3, Beecher 0. We go bottom 1 after this on IHSA TV.
Watching these kids grow up is amazing, but keeping up with a growing family can be a challenge. 3 boys need a lot of school supplies and sports gear, so we started using our family pumpkin farm to help us keep up. With my kids and my customers, my goal is to improve their situation. It's my personal responsibility.
With Country Financial, if you just take simple steps, preparing for your family's future isn't as overwhelming as you think. Find a representative near you at takesimplesteps.com.
People and serving communities in 2018 is a proud new partner for the IHSA Championships. UC Bank wishes all competing teams at this weekend's IHSA's Girls Softball State Championships good luck.
Much nicer weather conditions this morning at Eastside Center than what we saw yesterday afternoon when the Rockridge Rockets and Beecher Lady Cats were playing in the semifinals. You see some Argenta Oriena fans, Rockridge fans in the stands here at Eastside Center. We go bottom 1 with the Beecher Lady Cats batting. Taking a look at their lineup. Leading off will be shortstop Cade Landis. Hitting second, playing center field, Margaret Landis. Batting third, the second baseman Haley Dobson. Batting fourth, first baseman Kaylee Sipple. Gabrielle Lee bats fifth. She's at third base. Catcher Adriana Pacheco bats sixth. Hitting seventh is left fielder Carly Bainbridge. Faith Curran, the right fielder, bats eighth, and hitting ninth is Ashlyn Rapaz, the designated player. First pitch to Landis is a strike. That ball hard hit, long foul ball. The 0-2 pitch put into play, scooped up. It's a 4-3 ground out. Nice play by second baseman Addison Riley.
Playing center field, number 4, Margaret Landis.
Center fielder Margaret Landis now batting. With 1 out here in the first. That ball hit into left field, and that one is going to hit the fence. An extra base hit for Landis as she slides in safely for a double. Haley Dobson now batting for Beecher. Dobson yesterday 2 for 3. Scored a run and drove in a run. And she lifts that one into left field. Landis gets the hard turn at third. There's going to be a throw, and Landis gets back to third base, allowing Dobson to reach second on the throw. She took a hard throw around, hard turn around third base, but Rockridge able to get that ball in quickly. And Beecher has runners at second and third with one out here in the bottom of the first inning. Grace Preston and Sarah Bislin talk things over. Kaylee Sipple will bat for Beecher. Sipple 1 for 3 with a run scored and 2 runs driven in yesterday's semifinal win. First pitch high and inside. Ball 1. Sipple hitting .425 this spring. Just a sophomore. The 1-0 pitch. Jams it foul. 1-1. Sipple played in both games last year as a freshman. Went 0 for 3 against Morrison in the semifinals. 0 for 2 against St. Joseph Ogden in last year's state championship game. The 1-1 pitch. Foul. Out of play down the left field line. Counts 1-2 on Kaylee Sipple with one out here in the bottom of the first inning. Beecher with runners at second and third. Rockridge scored 3 runs in the top of the first inning. Another foul ball by Sipple. She had 2 hits and a stolen base in Monday's super sectional win over Immaculate Conception. An 8-0 victory for the Lady Cats at Seneca. Count 1-2. Here's Preston's pitch. That one lifted into center field, making a run. It's going to fall. Single for Sipple. Drives in a run. It's 3-1. RBI single for Sipple. Scores Margaret Landis from third. Haley Dobson moves to third base. And the Lady Cats have runners at first and third with one out. Now batting the third baseman, Gabrielle Lee. First pitch by Preston, fouled back into the fence. Lee went 0 for 3 yesterday, hitting .475 on the season, 48 hits, and 101 at-bats. Lee has 8 home runs this year. The 0-1 pitch. That one powered into left field. It'll drive in a run. Gabrielle Lee with an RBI single, scoring Dobson. And it's a 1-run game. John Nelson comes out to speak with his Rockets infield. There's a look at the Beecher fans. Program won a softball state title a year ago. Also won it in 2007 and in 2004. All 3 of those state titles for Beecher were coached by Kevin Hayhurst in his 16th season at Beecher. 472 wins, 85 losses, and 1 tie. He also coached the Thornwood boys basketball team. Coached Eddie Curry in high school. Won a second-place trophy at Thornwood for Kevin Hayhurst. One out here in the first inning. Beecher trailing 3-2 with 2 on and 1 out. Pacheco batting. Pacheco went 2 for 3 yesterday, scored a run. Called strike 2. Counts 0-2. Pacheco hitting .420. 42 hits this season. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Misses. Counts 1-2 on Pacheco. The 1-2 pitch. Fouled back into the fence. Pacheco stays alive. The 1-2. Misses outside, 2-2 the count. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs. And the 7-hitter Carly Bainbridge will bat. First pitch to Bainbridge, popped up, and that one drifts out of play. Counts 0-1 on Bainbridge. Rockridge 3, Beecher 2 here in the first inning. Appeal down to third, didn't go. 1-1 the count. Time called. Counts 1-1 on Bainbridge. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Beecher with 2 runs here. RBI singles by Kaylee Sipple and Gabrielle Lee. 2-1. Runners at first and second. Inside pitch misses, 3-1. The 3-1 pitch popped up. Left center field, and the catch is made by Leah Kendall coming in from left. The Beecher Lady Cats strike with 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors. It's 3-2 going to the second inning on IHSA TV.
When I'm out there, it's like I'm free. When I'm out there, I'm an athlete.
As I got to a point in my career where I could give back, the Donald W. Swift Scholarship was a fund that was just natural for me, being that it was in honor of my grandfather. I'm just proud to be able to say that my grandfather's legacy carries on, and I know for certain that it's making a big impact.
IHSA softball fans, do you have on-claim property? Check today at IllinoisTreasury.gov. The Illinois Treasurer's Office safeguards on-claim property such as life insurance proceeds, missing paychecks, and forgotten bank deposits. There are $2 billion in on-claim property in Illinois alone. Check if your name is among the thousands who have unclaimed property at IllinoisTreasurer.gov.
I'll look at the Beecher dugout and some fans rooting on the Lady Cats here in the second inning. It's a 3-2 ball game. Rockridge by a run. They'll bat here as we look at the Beecher defense. Kayla Hahn, the starting pitcher, her battery mate behind the plate, Adriana Pacheco. Third base is Gabrielle Lee. Kate Landis at shortstop. Haley Dobson, the Beecher second baseman. And Kaylee Sipple is over at first. Carly Bainbridge, the left fielder, as this ball is hit high into the air to center fielder Margaret Landis. And over in right field, it's Faith Curran. And with one out, Grace Irwin steps to the plate. She's in right field today for the Rockridge Rockets. Irwin 0 for 2 with a run scored yesterday. Hahn's pitch lifted to center field, and Landis makes the catch. 2 down. And with 2 outs, it'll be the 9-hitter Leah Kendall to the plate.
Left fielder, number 15, Leah Kendall.
Pitch by Hahn. High and inside. One count on Leah Kendall. 2 outs, top of the second inning. The 1-1 swung on and missed. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fouled back. Kendall went 0 for 3 yesterday. And she pops this one foul out of play. Kendall hitting .444 on the season. 44 hits and 99 at-bats. 37 runs scored, 25 runs driven in. The 1-2 pitch. This is down low, 2-2. The 2-2 misses outside. That was ball 4. And Kendall draws the walk. Now batting, Amelia Thomas. Talked about her day yesterday, and let's look at that 7th inning. As Rockridge went into the bottom of the 7th, trailing 3-2. The 8-hitter Grace Irwin led off yesterday's 7th inning. She was hit by a pitch. Then Kendall popped up to the catcher. Thomas puts this into play here. That'll be a single, maybe more. Getting the green light, coming around and scoring. It's an RBI double for Amelia Thomas. Leah Kendall scores from first base. And Rockridge takes a 4-2 lead on the RBI double from Amelia Thomas. Going back to yesterday's 7th inning, after Kendall popped up to the catcher with 1 out and 1 on, Amelia Thomas draws the intentional walk. That puts 2 runners on with 1 out. Then Grace Preston was hit by a pitch to load the bases with 1 out. Swing and a miss here by Preston. After Preston, it was Katie Garrett with the bases loaded, hitting the 2-run single. That gave Rockridge the walk-off 4-3 victory over Pinckneyville to get the Rockets to the state championship game once again. Rockridge won a state title in 2005. This is their 7th state tournament appearance in softball. Counts 0-2 on Grace Preston. Rockridge 4, Beecher 2. Preston with a run scored today. She was hit by a pitch in the first, and she grounds that one foul down the first baseline. Amelia Thomas, Grace Preston, and Sarah Bisland each scored runs in the first inning today. This ball popped up high in the air, and it will be caught by Pacheco in foul territory for out number 3. But the Rockridge Rockets score a run. They take a 4-2 lead in the second inning on IHSA TV.
All across America, teenagers are making a difference, gaining respect, and changing the future. Here in Illinois, the future is now. 16 and 17-year-olds can now register to be organ tissue donors in Illinois. Nearly 5,000 people in our state need a life-saving organ, and about 300 people die every year waiting. Be part of the solution. Join the Illinois Secretary of State's Organ Tissue Donor Registry. Register at lifegoeson.com.
Back at Eastside Center, Beecher will bat here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Let's take a look at the defense behind starting pitcher Grace Preston. For the Rockridge Rockets, her catcher is Sarah Bisland. Over at third base, Olivia Drish. Amelia Thomas, the shortstop. Addison Riley at second base, and Abby Redlinger at first base. Leah Kendall's in left, Katie Garrett center field, and Grace Irwin, the Rockridge right fielder. This ball popped up, and Thomas makes the catch. Running from the shortstop position for out number 1. She made some amazing plays yesterday in the field for Rockridge in that win over Pinckneyville. Now batting the 9-hitter, Ashlyn Rapaz, the DP. Counts 0-1 on Rapaz. Rapaz 0 for 3 with an RBI yesterday. Chopper back to Preston. She fields it, and it goes 1-3. 2 down. And the batter, Kate Landis. First pitch misses inside. 1-0 the count. Landis grounded out to second base in her first at bat today. Preston's 1-0 pitch. Fouled back into the fence. And the 1-1. That one lifted to left field, and it will drift foul. Counts 1-2. The 1-2 by Preston. Outside, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Grounded right back up the middle. That'll be bobbled. That'll be an error. That'll be a hit. Infield single. A single for Kate Landis. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Margaret Landis, a double and a run scored today.
Brian, we have a team down here. Where do you want them at?
Called strike. 2-1 the count. The 2-1 pitch. Chop back up the middle. Flipped over to second for the force out. So Landis with the fielder's choice. And Kate Landis out on the force at second. It's 4-2 Rockridge, 2 innings complete on IHSA TV.
We started growing pumpkins and selling pumpkins in a roadside stand the first year my 10-year-old was born. People come, pick out their pumpkins, and they put their money in the box. We have the kids help out on the farm, and they get to keep the money for their college savings. With my kids and my customers, my goal is to improve their situation.
With Country Financial, if you just take simple steps, preparing for college isn't as overwhelming as you think. Find an authorized representative near you at takesimplesteps.com.
2015 aimed at empowering student athletes, parents, coaches, and fans to educate themselves on the player safety issues and the steps that have been taken in Illinois to protect student athletes. More information is available at www.playsmartplayhard.org. Leading off for the Rockets, number 22, Katie Garrett.
Katie Garrett leads off the third inning for the Rockridge Rockets. Garrett laid down a sacrifice bunt in her first appearance in the first inning today. Rockets with a 4-2 advantage. 3-run first. And an RBI double by Amelia Thomas in the second inning. Called strike, it's 1-1 on Garrett. And the 1-1. That ball lifted to right field and camping under it for the catch by right fielder Faith Curran. And now batting, the DP, Haley Diener.
Number 17, Haley Diener.
Diener hit a home run yesterday. As she pops this one up into center field, that's going to drop. And Diener rounded first, looking for a double there. Quickly getting the ball in for Beecher. As you see that ball drops in front of the fence, and they do get the ball in. Single for Diener. Sarah Bislin bats. She launched one out in the first inning. A 3-run homer by Sarah Bislin today. That was home run number 7 on the season for the senior catcher. Counts 0-1. Pitch misses outside. And it's a 1-1 count on Bisland. Bisland hitting .379, 7 home runs, 28 RBI. Fouls it back into the fence, 1-2 the count. One out here in the third inning. Rockridge leads by 2 runs. Hans 1-2 pitch. This is up high, 2-2. Kayla Hahn 25-1 on the season in the pitching circle. And the count is now full on Bisland with 1 out. Hahn gave up 7 hits, 2 runs, just 1 earned yesterday. Struck out 3. Foul ball by Bisland, still 3-2. Hahn, a 1.82 ERA with 188 strikeouts in 156 innings. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Second out of the third inning, and the batter, first baseman Abby Redlinger. Redlinger popped up to left field in the first. 0 for 1 today. She went 1 for 3 yesterday. Hans 0-1 pitch. Called strike, 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. Misses outside. Counts 1-2 on Redlinger. Redlinger pops this one up left field, and that ball is caught by Kendall. Out number 3. Rockridge holds a 4-2 lead. We go to the bottom of the third inning in the Class 2A state championship game.
Hey, great party.
Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned.
That's it. You're not going to come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
You wouldn't do it there.
Gotta be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
A breeze here at Eastside Center in East Peoria for the Class 2A state championship game. Rockridge 4, Beecher 2. Cool conditions out there today, 68 degrees.
Number 7, Haley Dobson. Number 7, Haley Dobson.
Haley Dobson leads off the third for Beecher. 3, 4, 5 hitters due up. Haley Dobson, Kaylee Sipple, Gabrielle Lee this inning for the Lady Cats. And a foul ball. Counts 1-1 on Dobson. Dobson singled and scored a run in the first inning. Counts 2-1. Preston's pitch. Down low, 3-1. We are expecting some inclement weather later today, which is why the games were moved up. The 2A third place game between Williamsville and Pinckneyville will begin at 1:30, right at 1:30, and that'll be on the adjacent diamond here at Eastside Center, not the diamond you're looking at, in which Rockridge and Beecher are playing. The 1A third place game will be played on this diamond between North Fulton and Argenta Oriana. Dobson draws the walk. And Kaylee Sipple steps to the plate. Sipple, the 5'10 sophomore, with an RBI single in the first inning. The daughter of Homewood Flossmoor head baseball coach Todd Sipple. Called strike. Todd still plays baseball. He plays amateur ball for the Beecher Muskies. Amateur baseball league out of the Chicago area. Here's the 0-1. Inside pitch. Misses the plate. 1-1. No appeal. Did not go. The 1-1 pitch. Called strike 2. Count now 2-2 on Kaylee Sipple. And that ball put into play, over to second, scooped up, force out. Sipple on base with the fielder's choice. Dobson out at second. And now batting, Gabrielle Lee, the third baseman. Pitch out. And getting back safely is Sipple. One out here in the bottom of the third inning. Rockridge with a 4-2 lead. Grace Preston's 1-0 pitch is grounded into left field for a base hit. And now 2 runners aboard for Adriana Pacheco. And we'll have a runner come out for Lee. So a pinch runner is number 48, Grace Ruckman. First pitch to Pacheco, fouled out of play. Pacheco struck out in the first inning. Counts 0-1. Preston's 1-1 pitch. Popped up high in the air. And caught in foul territory for out number 2. And now batting Carly Bainbridge. Two on for Beecher, 2 outs, bottom of the third. 4-2 lead for the Rockridge Rockets. The 1-0 pitch, fouled out of play. The 1-1 by Preston. Swing and a miss. Grace Preston, the winning pitcher. 7 innings yesterday, 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 of those earned. Struck out 2 and walked 2. The 1-2 pitch up high. 2-2 the count. Preston 15 wins, 3 losses in the circle this year. A 1.53 ERA, 107 strikeouts, in 113 innings. That ball gets away down low, 3-2. Count full on Bainbridge. She flied out in the first inning. The 3-2 pitch put into play. Scooped up. Throw in time. What a play by Addison Riley. Rockridge defense has been spectacular this weekend. A 4-3 ground out. Let's see that again. A chopper off the bat of Bainbridge. Riley dives, gets it out of her glove, and the throw in time for out number 3. Rockridge 4, Beecher 2, 3 innings complete on IHSA TV.
All across America, teenagers are making a difference, gaining respect, and changing the future. Here in Illinois, the future is now. 16 and 17-year-olds can now register to be organ tissue donors in Illinois. Nearly 5,000 people in our state need a life-saving organ, and about 300 people die every year waiting. Be part of the solution. Join the Illinois Secretary of State's Organ Tissue Donor Registry. Register at lifegoeson.com.
Start of the 4th inning, the Rockets come to bat. 7, 8, 9 hitters due up for the Rockets as this one is launched to left field. And making a track on it, left fielder Carly Bainbridge makes the first out of the inning with the catch out in left field. Now Grace Irwin steps to the plate for Rockridge. Irwin hitting .385. 0 for 1 today. Flied out to center. Count 1-1 on Grace Irwin. Hahn's pitch. This is up high, 2-1. Rockridge with 3 runs in the first inning. That was on a Sarah Bisland 3-run homer. Leah Kendall scored the 4th run in the second inning as this ball is a base hit for Irwin. And with 1 out and 1 on, Leah Kendall will bat.
Number 15, Leah Kendall.
Four hits for the Rockets today. She shows bunt. It's a strike. 0-1 on Kendall. 4 runs on 4 hits for Rockridge today. Beecher with 2 runs on 6 hits. The 0-1 pitch, called strike 2. The 0-2, up high. Runner moving, tag applied, and Irwin is caught stealing for the second out. Nice throw by Pacheco, and the tag is applied by shortstop Kate Landis. And the 1-2 pitch to Kendall. That'll be a hit into right field. Single for Kendall. Second time she's been on base today after drawing a walk in the second inning. Now it's Amelia Thomas, the power hitting shortstop.
Amelia Thomas.
Amelia Thomas now hitting .607. 68 hits and 112 at-bats. 66 runs scored and 47 runs batted in this season. And Amelia Thomas launches this left field, and it's Bainbridge making the catch for out number 3. Rockridge 4, Beecher 2. We go bottom of the 4th in the 2A championship game on IHSA TV. Back at Eastside Center, that's a look at Diamond 3. As you see, they're preparing that field that is adjacent to our main diamond, Diamond 2. Diamond 3, as you see here, will play host to the 2A third place game between Williamsville and Pinckneyville, and that game will begin right at 1:30. So the 2A third place game beginning on the diamond, you're looking at Williamsville and Pinckneyville right at 1:30. We go back to the main diamond as Beecher steps to the plate. Rockridge up by 2 runs, 4-2. And that pitch was inside, nearly hit Faith Curran. 8-9-1 due up for the Lady Cats here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Curran, flied out to shortstop in the second. Called strike, it's 1-1. The 1A third place game will immediately follow this 2A championship game here on Diamond 2. That'll be North Fulton against Argenta Oriena on the diamond you're looking at. Counts 2-1 on Faith Curran. That ball into center field. Curran aboard with a single. Ashlyn Rapaz now batting. Ashlyn Rapaz, 0 for 1 today, grounded back to the pitcher in the second inning. Drove in 1 run yesterday, hitting .266 on the year. Grace Preston's 2-1 pitch. Shows bunt, fouls it back into the fence. Counts 0-2 on Rapaz. Time called. Rapaz, a 5'3" freshman. Designated player today. The 0-2 misses outside. Counts 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Fouled back into the fence. And the 1-2 by Preston. Reaches out, smacks it back to the pitcher, and Preston underthrows it. That'll be an E1. Rapaz reaching. And Curran moves all the way up to third base. Preston looked at second and then throws it low. And runners are at first and third. Time called. Rockridge will meet in the pitching circle. John Nelson with his Rockets infield. Nelson in his 5th year as head coach at Rockridge, 144 wins, 41 losses. Coach Nelson brought the Rockets down in 2016 to East Peoria. Rockridge won a third-place trophy that year. Rockridge has won no less than 25 games in the past 5 seasons. 25-12 in 2014, won 26 games in 2015, 34-6 in the year they won the third place trophy. Last year finished 31-7, lost in the Super Sectional, and 28-5 coming into this 2A championship. Cade Landis batting. She's 1 for 2, singled in her last at bat. And she puts that right into the hands of, right into the glove of Amelia Thomas for out number 1. Curran able to get back to third base before she was doubled off. And Margaret Landis, the batter for Beecher. 1 out, runners on first and third. Landis doubled and scored a run in the first inning, reached on a fielder's choice in the second. Beecher has the tying run on base here in the bottom of the 4th. 0-1 count on Margaret Landis. 1 out. You're in the bottom of the 4th inning. That ball put into play. It'll be fielded by Drish. 5-3 ground out. Rapaz moves up to 2nd. So Kern the runner at 3rd. Rapaz now at 2nd. And the batter, Haley Dobson.
Number 7, Haley Dobson.
Two outs, 2 on. Pitch to Dobson. Got called strike. The 0-1. Misses. Counts 1-1 on Dobson. Dobson 1 for 1 today. She singled and scored in the first, walked in the 3rd inning. The 1-1. Called strike. Preston hitting that outside corner. Now it's 1-2. Time called. Dobson steps out. And a 1-2 pitch. Misses outside. Preston trying to paint that corner, get that call. Two and two the count. Dobson reaches out for that. It's a foul ball out of play. The 2-2. Called strike 3. Preston paints the corners and gets out of the jam. Beecher leaves 2 stranded in scoring position. It's Rockridge 4, Beecher 2. 4 innings complete in the IHSA Class 2A State Championship.
Watching these kids grow up is amazing, but keeping up with a growing family can be a challenge. 3 boys need a lot of school supplies and sports gear, so we started using our family pumpkin farm to help us keep up. With my kids and my customers, my goal is to improve their situation. It's my personal responsibility.
With Country Financial, if you just take simple steps, preparing for your family's future isn't as overwhelming as you think. Find a representative near you at takesimplesteps.com.
On to the 5th inning of the IHSA Class 2A State Championship. Rockridge steps to the plate. Leading off the 5th will be Grace Preston, followed by Katie Garrett and Haley Diener. Scooped up, and it's a 4-3 putout. Now batting, the center fielder, Katie Garrett, with 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Rockridge enters with a 28-5 record on the season. None of their 5 losses were to 1A or 2A teams. Rockridge fell in the season opener back in mid-March to Geneseo 11-4. A 6-5 loss to Rock Island, who has a very strong program. A 4-2 loss to Alleman, also a tradition-rich program. Sterling, who reached the sectionals. A 3-1 loss to the Golden Warriors. And Moline, another powerhouse program, a 4A program. The Maroons beat the Rockets 3-1. Those were the 5 losses by Rockridge. A very, very strong schedule. Also played Morrison a couple times. That was the team they lost to in the Super Sectionals last year. Beat United Township, beat Normal U High. Also knocked off their rival Sherrard. And a quick 1-2-3 inning here in the 5th. We go bottom 5. It's Rockridge 4, Beecher 2 on IHSA TV.
When I'm out there, it's like I'm free. When I'm out there, I'm an athlete.
As I got to a point in my career where I could give back, the Donald W. Swift Scholarship was a fund that was just natural for me, being that it was in honor of my grandfather. I'm just proud to be able to say that my grandfather's legacy carries on, and I know for certain that it's making a big impact.
Beecher Lady Cats bat here in the bottom of the 5th inning, trailing by 2 runs. Leading off for the Lady Cats will be first baseman Kaylee Sipple, followed by Gabrielle Lee and Adriana Pacheco. It's the 4, 5, 6 hitters for Beecher. First pitch strike. Counts 0-2 on Sipple. Talked about Rockridge's impressive schedule. Beecher also plays a very strong schedule, only 2 losses as they're 33-2. One of those losses was a 3-0 loss to Pontiac this season. Pontiac reached the sectional semifinals in 3A. Lost to Washington. Washington still playing. They're in a sectional championship today against Normal U High. So Normal U High getting to a sectional title game. That was a team Rockridge beat this year 9-0. And Normal U High playing in a 3A sectional title game today. That ball hit down the third base line, and it'll be a 5-3 ground out. 1 away. Beecher beat Sandberg. They're a perennially strong program, 7-6 earlier this spring. Also beat Moline 7-2. Only other loss besides the Pontiac loss for Beecher was a 7-2 setback to Morris. Counts 2-0 on Gabrielle Lee. She's 2 for 2 with an RBI today. Lee fouls that back into the fence. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Misses outside. It's now 3-1 on Lee. Preston's pitch. A comebacker. Picked up, and how about that? Nice defensive play by Rockridge. We'll see it again as it's a comebacker to Preston right off her glove hand. Scooped up by Drish. And the throw to first in time. Now batting with 2 outs, the catcher Adriana Pacheco. Pacheco 0 for 2 today. Pacheco pops this one up, and Preston makes the catch for out number 3. 5 innings complete. Rockridge 4, Beecher 2 in the 2A championship on IHSA TV. Spot here at the complex, that berm in center field. Fans watching over on this diamond as the Rockridge Rockets and Beecher Lady Cats battle it out for a 2A state trophy. 5 innings are complete, and it's 4-2. Rockridge leading Beecher. It'll be 5, 6, 7 hitters due up for the Rockets. Sarah Bislin, Abby Redlinger, and Addison Riley. The 0-1 pitch up high. We mentioned in the last half inning about Rockridge with their 9-0 win, 9-0 win over Normal U-High this season. Normal U-High will be playing Monday in a super sectional. They beat Washington 5-4 this morning in the sectional championship. That's a foul ball. Looked like Lee lost it as it went high in the air. Landis also came in from short. Counts 1-2 on Sarah Bisland. The 1-2 pitch. And that ball is foul down the right field line. One and two on Bisland, leading off the 6th for Rockridge. Pops this one up. Out of play. Counts 1-2. Batter is Bisland. And another foul ball back into the fence. The 1-2 pitch. Foul ball down the third base line. A battle between Bisland and Hahn here. Counts 1-2 on the catcher, Sarah Bisland. Bisland hit a 3-run home run in the first inning. Rockridge scored 3 runs in the first. Beecher scored 2 in their half of the first inning. As she strikes out here, 1 away. 5 of the 6 runs scored in the first inning, and the 1 other run scored in the second by Rockridge. Since then, no runs have been scored. And that is a foul ball. Off the legs of third base umpire Les Trotter. Counts 0-1, foul ball by Abby Redlinger. Redlinger's 0 for 2. That pitch misses. 1-1 the count. And Redlinger puts that into play. Off the leg of Landis. That'll be an E6. Redlinger on base. Now batting the second baseman, Addison Riley. Riley 0 for 2 today. Couple of flyouts to center and left. She grounds this one over to Landis. Throw to second, throw to first. Safe. So it's a fielder's choice for Riley. And Redlinger is out on the force. And with 2 outs, Grace Irwin steps to the plate. This ball hit hard. Center field makes the catch. Margaret Landis for the 3rd out. And it's 4-2. We go to the bottom of the 6th on IHSA TV.
Thank you. Can I help you today?
No thanks. I'm just looking. Oh, this is cute. So?
You wouldn't do it there. So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Like they're the fashion police.
Hey, great party.
Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned.
That's it. You're not going to come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
You wouldn't do it there.
That'd be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
double zero is re-entering number 10. The Rockridge Rockets.
Back at Eastside Center, Class 2A state championship. Rockridge 4, Beecher 2. Leading off the Beecher 6th, Carly Bainbridge. First pitch by Preston, swing and a miss. Bainbridge 0 for 2 today, flied out in the first inning, grounded out to second base in the third. The 1-1 pitch by Preston. Swing and a miss. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Now batting Faith Curran, the right fielder. She's 0 for 1. Fly out to short in the second inning. She singled in the fourth. Bislin comes out, talks with Grace Preston. Two-0 count on Curran. And the 2-0. Called strike, it's 2-1. The 2-1 pitch misses outside. 3-1 the count on Curran. The 3-1. Gets the corner, 3-2 the count. It's full on Curran. Beecher with 2 runs in the first inning. Zeros after. The full count pitch, fouled down the first base line. Beecher has 7 hits. Rockridge with 5 hits, 4 runs. Ashlyn Rapaz on deck for Beecher. The 3-2 pitch. Popped up, right field. That catch is made by Grace Irwin. Two outs, Rapaz the batter. Counts 0-1. Rapaz 0 for 2 today. Grounded back to Preston, the pitcher, in the second inning. Reached on an error in the fourth. Counts 1-1 on Rapaz. Ball popped up, and Thomas makes the catch in left field from the shortstop position. 1-2-3 inning. We go to the 7th. It's Rockridge 4, Beecher 2 in the IHSA Class 2A State Championship.
Watching these kids grow up is amazing, but keeping up with a growing family can be a challenge. 3 boys need a lot of school supplies and sports gear, so we started using our family pumpkin farm to help us keep up. With my kids and my customers, my goal is to improve their situation. It's my personal responsibility.
With Country Financial, if you just take simple steps, preparing for your family's future isn't as overwhelming as you think. Find a representative near you at takesimplesteps.com.
All across America, teenagers are making a difference, gaining respect, and changing the future. Here in Illinois, the future is now. 16 and 17-year-olds can now register to be organ tissue donors in Illinois. Nearly 5,000 people in our state need a life-saving organ, and about 300 people die every year waiting. Be part of the solution. Join the Illinois Secretary of State's Organ Tissue Donor Registry. Register at lifegoeson.com.
At Eastside Center, we go to the 7th inning. Rockridge 4, Beecher 2. 9-1-2 hitters due up for the Rockets in the 7th. Leah Kendall, Amelia Thomas, and Grace Preston. First pitch to Kendall, fouled out of play. Pitch up high. Kendall is 1 for 1 today. She's been on base twice, walked and scored a run in the 2nd inning, a single in the 4th. The 1-1 pitch by Hahn is up high, ball 2. And the 2-1. That's a ground ball, foul down the third base line. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Now batting, Amelia Thomas. She's 1 for 2 today. An RBI double in the 2nd inning. A walk and a run scored in the 1st. This time she pops this one up to center field for out number 2. And with 2 outs, it's Grace Preston stepping to the plate. Preston 0 for 2 with a run. She was hit by a pitch in the 1st inning, and she was one of 3 runs that scored on the Sarah Bisland 3-run homer. Oh, 0-1 on Preston. Pitch misses up high, 1-1. Pitch high and inside, 2-1 on Preston. Two 2-1 pitch popped up, foul out of play. And the 2-2. That ball launched to center field, and it is gone. Home run by Grace Preston. It's a 5-2 Rockridge lead in the 7th inning. Preston with her 5th home run of the season. Preston launched that ball over the center field fence. A no-doubter. Grace Preston. And the Rockridge Rockets take a 5-2 lead over the Beecher Lady Cats in the 7th inning. Rockridge looking for their 2nd state championship. They won a state title in 2005 in the 2-class era. First pitch strike to Katie Garrett. Garrett 0 for 2 today. The 0-1 pitch. That one is popped up into right field for out number 3. But the Rockridge Rockets add an insurance run here in the 7th inning off the bat of Grace Preston, a solo home run. It's 5-2 Rockridge. Beecher down to their final 3 outs when we come back on IHSA TV.
We started growing pumpkins and selling pumpkins in a roadside stand the first year my 10-year-old was born. People come, pick out their pumpkins, and they put their money in the box. We have the kids help out on the farm, and they get to keep the money for their college savings. With my kids and my customers, my goal is to improve their situation.
With Country Financial, if you just take simple steps, preparing for college isn't as overwhelming as you think. Find an authorized representative near you at takesimplesteps.com.
The bottom of the 7th inning, but Beecher does have their top 3 hitters in the order due up this frame. Kate Landis, Margaret Landis, and Haley Dobson. Top of the order here in the 7th for the defending 2A champion Beecher Lady Cats. Landis, a dribbler down the third base line. It's a 5-3 put out. And with one away, Margaret Landis steps to the plate. Margaret Landis 1 for 3 today with a run scored. She doubled and scored in the first. Preston's pitch, fouled back into the fence. The 0-1 pitch. Misses the plate, 1-1.
Can you guys hear me down here for the lineup changes?
The 1-1 pitch. Misses, now 2-1. The 2-1. Popped up, foul territory, just out of play. Counts 2-2 on Margaret Landis. Two with one out. High and inside, the count full on Margaret Landis. The 3-2 pitch. Up high, and Landis is on base with a walk. Now batting, Haley Dobson.
Number 7, Haley Dobson.
Coming up to bat first, number 2, Daisy Rudek. First base.
We'll let you know if it's an error or a hit. That's a lot.
One out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Runner on first is Margaret Landis, the batter Haley Dobson. Dobson 1 for 2 with a run scored. She singled and scored in the first, walked in the third. One-0 pitch, dribbled, foul. And the 1-1 pitch. Into the glove of Thomas. Double play. Rockridge wins. The Rockets are state champions. Amelia Thomas with the catch at shortstop. And they double off the runner at first for the double play to clinch a state trophy. Rockridge, your state champions in Class 2A softball. A 5-2 win over the Beecher Lady Cats.
Watching these kids grow up is amazing, but keeping up with a growing family can be a challenge. 3 boys need a lot of school supplies and sports gear, so we started using our family pumpkin farm to help us keep up. With my kids and my customers, my goal is to improve their situation. It's my personal responsibility.
With Country Financial, if you just take simple steps, preparing for your family's future isn't as overwhelming as you think. Find a representative near you at takesimplesteps.com.
The Class 2A state champions are the Rockridge Rockets. Most of the runs scored in this game in the first inning, 3 of them came off the bat of Sarah Bisland, a 3-run home run in the first inning. That gave Rockridge a 3-0 lead. Beecher scored 2 runs in the bottom of the first. Rockridge added a couple of insurance runs, and it was some defensive plays in the field by the Rockets, not only today but this weekend. Here's the final out off the bat of Haley Dobson. Amelia Thomas with the catch and doubles off the runner at first base for the double play and a Rockridge Rockets state championship win. 5-3 your final score. The Rockridge Rockets are your IHSA Class 2A state softball champions.